Brandy Glanville is in the news with a gay man holding her front mammary glands. Why is it the second you got a semblance of your face back, you immediately had to be groped by an unwilling participant? I'd like to know why, when you just got a whole franchise canceled because of your busy hands and busier lips, and not the ones on your face, you still immediately go back to some type of sexually questionable behavior. You yourself are sexually questionable because I question anyone that would have sex with you. Beyonce honors gender reveal request at the Cowboy Carter show. Ain't nobody showing up to this damn tour. People getting day of tickets and she's helping you with your gender reveal. Well, I'm glad Beyonce's helping people with their gender reveal. Oh, I just know for me it's always gonna be a dog. Monique's son apologizes, and now they're on the good foot. I wonder how much of a check she had to cut for that. Because I'm sorry, you got to deal with her husband, and I use that term loosely. I rarely talk about this Diddy trial. All I'm going to say is, why were Diddy's people hooking Cassie up with everybody behind Diddy's back? That don't make no damn sense. This guy is horrible. You see him beating on this girl, and instead of trying to get her out, get her help, you try to get her involved with other men so she can get beat worse. Y'all was playing a sick game with that girl. It's taken industry pass around to a whole new height. Don't meet your heroes and don't fuck them either. Heffer Williams defends not being legally married to Christian Gold despite taking their wedding vows. We took vows in front of God that our pastors co-signed. Your pastors are on some bullshit. You seem like you would be up at New Birth, so I don't, and honestly, that goes for both of you. I could see either one of you at New Birth under Bishop Eddie Long. I could see you at New Birth under Jamal Bryant. I could. Speaking of, why did Kim Heffin Burrell? It's giving matted. It's giving matted. It's giving gnarled. Why does she always have on a good silky hair grade, but a gnarled wig? But we don't care what your pastors will co-sign for a check that they know is barely legitimate because he's out here conning people out of $1,500, calling that his fee. He doesn't have enough expertise to charge a $1,500 fee. Let's talk about his overstated sense of value. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the ripoff. The ripoff. He led that lady down a primrose path to believe that $1,500 would be going into her account, and then he gonna say that's his fee? Fuck thee. But your pastor's gonna go along with that crap to keep a coin in their coffers. Jussie reveals that he hasn't ruled out having a baby the old-fashioned way. I'm sure that means some type of Lyndon baby type of snatching situation. Remember the Lindbergh baby that started kidnapping charges? That's the old-fashioned way he talking about, because I know he ain't putting it in no pussy. I'm so sick and tired of gays trying to pretend that they bisexual because they're in the Hollywood eye. And you've always danced on that, oh, I want to keep things private. Oh, there's a hint that I could be with a girl. Boom. Nobody's buying it, and no decent woman wants you because you are an adroit liar with clear mental health issues, allegedly. Allegedly. I'm saying you got to have some mental health issues to keep this lie going damn near a decade later. Everybody watch your firstborn. He'll steal it like a thief in the night. Married to Medicine stars, more like asteroids, or yeah, I would say asteroids, because they're celestial bodies, but they just knocking around without any real orbit or true trajectory. Now, a comet has a place and a purpose, but it is a mere streak across the sky. But no, y'all are asteroids, just bumping around space. But Mariah and Sweet Tea and her new crew of Married to Women or Married to Medical, I don't know, she trying to start her own show. They met up and put boots on the ground at Mariah's studio. I feel like if we wanted to see Mariah on our television again, we would see a Mariah on our television again. Mariah, I'm not going to say she's difficult to work with, but them girls got her off her own show. Shannon Sharp done fucked up Chad Ochocinco's money because they have to postpone their podcast tour amid his $50 million sexual assault lawsuit. I could not imagine fucking up tour money. That's hand over damn fist. That is cash for showing the fuck up. Let me say that again. That is cash for showing the fuck up. And it was going to be all black women in the audience. I don't think there would have been that many pink toes coming to see you. One or two, maybe a few. But it would have been black women coming to see your tour for the most part. And you done fucked that money up royally 6 ways from Sunday. And Chad, you need to find yourself another podcast partner before you go down with his ship. You're going to be broke like a Dido song. You will go down with his ship. Someone will accuse you of molestation. I'd get the fuck away from shit and sharp. But you're stupid, so you'll stay with him. The fact that I can do that just off the top of my head really is a skill. Michelle Williams admits Tony's snub for Death Becomes Her stung a little bit. Who's gonna tell her she's not that good of a singer? I want to know. Am I gonna tell her, or are you gonna tell her? She's not that good of a singer, and is an okay actress, but you're the Destiny's Child draw. I mean, we're letting you do this because you can, do something without Beyonce. We don't want to see you homeless. But come on now. You really think you're Tony worthy in this role? Now, I heard wonderful things about you in Aida, but let's be honest. You put out the lyrics to Cater to You's Bridge because you said we're always butchering it. We only sing like you when we're making fun of girl groups or Destiny's Child or you personally. We never sing like you to show off vocal ability. We would never want your specific tone or timbre. I know I wouldn't. Anybody that wants to sound like Michelle Williams, put a 1 in the chat. If anybody actually wants to sound like Michelle. And if you do, the voices made money. Mm-hmm. It's not what I would call special, but I definitely say unique. Stephanie Mills encourages Chris Brown to perform Michael Jackson tribute during the Breezy Bowl tour. Who's gonna tell her? Stephanie Mills, really? You're talking to Chris Brown? I haven't seen your chest. But now that I think about it, I bet you are another heavy titty of Hollywood. Telling Chris Brown to give tribute to Michael Jackson. Girl. I'm sorry. This man is a multiple time abuser to multiple different women, but that's who you want doing your tribute. See, you're the woman showing these young heifers the example to forgive these men. Can you hold yourself to a higher standard? Now, you talk about not selling your soul at parties back in the day. And I know somebody asked me to go in the bathroom, and I said no. But you going to tell Chris Brown to do a Michael Jackson tribute. So it's okay to sell your soul in the living room, but not in the bathroom. All right. Okay, I just wanted to know where I was at with you. All right. Thank you very much. Oh, Lord. NBA YoungBoy thanks President Trump for his pardon in felony weapons charge. Oh. I mean, I can't believe he knows who NBA YoungBoy is. Diddy's getting pardoned. Let's all prepare for it now. Although they supposedly state charges, so he ain't gonna be able to do anything. But you never know. You never know. These people be crafty. Let's talk about the cast of House of Villains Season 3. We have New York's back again, and this is Season 3, so why don't you just say she's a permanent guest. But Neki Christie, the girl with the goiter, is going to be joining us, as well as Tom Sandoval, Ashley Mitchell, Christine Quinn, and I think the racist heifer from Traders. Is also going to be there. So I hope we get rid of her first. But that won't be on till 2026. Speaking of 2026, Garcelle will be coming out with 2 movies on Lifetime and be starring in both in 2026. I am so glad that Housewives of Beverly Hills gave your career the zhuzh that it needed. I wish you hadn't gone out on such a sour note, but I look forward to seeing more of you on Lifetime. Maybe you could do something with Eileen Davidson. That would be a hoot, because she can act too. Kenya Moore reacts to historic ratings low for Housewives of Atlanta. I'd shut up if I were you. You weren't even invited to BravoCon, and that speaks volumes. Volumes. And let's not forget, you were on at the beginning of Housewives of Atlanta this season. You were there, front row, center, and present, and that was the series low. Your antics have been a part of why this whole season has been a series low. You've been declassing the show ever since you came on and bringing fake men, fake hair, and now fake hair spas. Cardi B says she's upping security after fans launch a petition encouraging her to release her sophomore album. I'm cool if I don't hear nothing but singles from Cardi B. I mean, music has changed where if it's not a single, kind of what's the point? It's not going to make enough money. It's not going to get enough streams. Like, we're not an album society anymore. The only artists that can come out with albums are legacy artists like Beyonce. Everybody else just put out your single, and Rihanna, gonna come out with something for the Smurfs. I see you, heifer. Hazel E. shares alleged DM with Cardi B. You constantly got my name in your mouth. Keep my name out. Girl, Cardi is not worrying about you. Nobody is worrying about you. You were trying to start fake beef with an actual celebrity. You are a pumpkin that tried to turn into a scarecrow, but you failed. The fairy godmother sneezed in the middle of the spell, and we got a Hazel E, some kind of donkey. You look like you have back hooves. Cardi B ain't worried with you. You fucked Young Berg. Young Berg. You were on Ian Van Zant talking about pop, pop, pop my butt. Pop, pop. You think Cardi got time to worry with you? You think you're on her schedule, on her mind. You're insane. But then again, you fucked Young Berg. Then again, pop my butt, pop, pop, pop my butt. Pop my butt, pop, pop, pop my butt. Pop my butt. That's what Cardi B would say to you. That's the only thing Cardi B would ever say to you is pop my butt. Pop it. And you don't have a butt. You have a thorax, you ant. You grasshopper. You are some type of a locust. Your mother got pregnant at a picnic. She took some cricket sperm and then came you. Ooh, then came you. You were an unholy conception of insect and human. Oh my God. Yeah, you got to be like part locust, part grasshopper, the noise of a cricket. Who do I think isn't shit in the feud between Portia's mama and Shamia's mama? Now, Diane, I could see her not having the business acumen to be able to keep her daycare open during troubling times. And Shamia's mother was truly shrewd in going down to buy that foreclosure from the bank before the ink had dried on Diane's failure. But to take advantage of your friend's failure, the thing is, it says that Diane ain't shit. And if she was going to try to buy the property from Diane, Diane would have given her an upcharge for doing all the work to make the daycare safe and city compliant. The fact that Shamia's mama knew, oh, you done put all the work in there making that shit compliant. They got the wheelchair ramps and all that shit costs money. So she knew, I'll get a fortune. I'll get a steal. I'll pay pennies on the dollar for that kind of work if I go and get it from the bank. But if I buy it from Portia's mother, Diane, she's going to charge me for that. So I will say, Shamia, it was very Scrooge McDuck to go in and buy it from the bank. But Diane, it was your failure, and someone else was going to take advantage of it. And also, you was probably going to try to get some money, and poor Shamia's mom was like, I ain't got shit for her. I ain't got shit for her. Oh! In debt news, Denise Richards' husband, Aaron Pfeiffer's, fights creditors' attempt to garnish her wages to settle his $22,000 debt. Girl, that's why Jennifer Williams didn't get married, because she don't want to have to get her wages garnished for her husband's debt. He's mired in debt. Ask the game. He just got put out of his Calabasas mansion, child in tow. Child in tow. Is it a mermaid when a hammerhead and a human have a baby? Because they ain't even going to be able to afford a pool for that child, that amphibious child. I mean, look, if your mother's a hammerhead shark, you've got to hatch to be something. Hatch.